Bakhmut. With Bakhmut consisting of many buildings, the only way to take it was to encircle it and cut the supply lines to the city. But this was easier said than done because the city itself was surrounded by considerable urban terrain. The way west of the city was blocked off by the town of Chasiv Yar and the village of Ivanivska. To the northeast of Bakhmut, the urban area extended through Krasna Hora and Soledar towards Bakhmutske and Yakovlevka. So in order to encircle Bakhmut, the Russians would have to overcome good defensive terrain. The Russian offensive began in mid-December. We will first look at the attack from the south. During the first 4 weeks of the offensive from mid-December to mid-January, the Russian progress here was slow. During late January and early February, they advanced up to Ivanivska, then their attack was completely stopped by the Ukrainian forces. The progress of this attack was underwhelming, but it still had distracted the Ukrainian forces long enough that the Russians had been able to make large progress with their northern attack. This is how it went. During the third week of December, the Russians took the Ukrainian strongpoint of Yakovlevka. During the last part of the month, they expanded their positions and also assaulted Bakhmutske, which fell to them during the first week of January. Then the Russians approached the town of Soledar from two sides. During the second week of January, they captured the eastern part of the town, and during the third week, they took the rest of it. By that time, they had reached the Bakhmutka river. Now, their last obstacle was the urban area of Krasna Hora. In the last part of January, the Russians crossed the Bakhmutka river near Soledar and occupied the heights overlooking Krasna Hora. During the first week of February, they moved out to outflank the Krasna Hora position and by the third week of the month had captured it. This made the Ukrainians retreat from the eastern part of Bakhmut to shorten their defensive line. Then the Russians seemed to advance west in an attempt to cut off the Ukrainian supply lines into Bakhmut. During the rest of February, they made these gains. During the first week of March, they advanced some more. But it seems like then their focus was changed to attacking Bakhmut directly. During the second week of March, they gained this territory, and this is what the front line looks like at the end of the fourth week of March, around the time of this video being finished. Hopefully this video will help you to put the many different events of